Hey guys, my name is Kirsty and welcome to another video. I know I haven't posted a video in a very long time, but that's just because I have had a lot of life things happening that I have had to work through and sort out and everything like that. I am still currently going through those issues, so I don't know whether I'll be posting videos regularly or not. I'm not 100% sure, but I thought I would just like binge film today since I have a few hours before I need to go out. I thought I'd try and get as much filming done as I can. So the first thing that I decided to film was my May book haul. Now if you watched my April book haul, you will know that I brought quite a lot of books, and the same goes for May. I have brought quite a few, so like last month I'm not going to talk about what happens in these books, what the books are about. Like previous book hauls, I've split this book haul into sections. So the first section is going to be the graphic novels I've brought, second section is manga, third section are classics, and the fourth section is books that I've brought myself, and then the fifth and final section is from book subscription boxes. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into the book haul. Okay, so the graphic novels that I brought in the month of May were Bedlam Volume 2, and this is by Nick Spencer, Ryan Brown and Fraser Irving, and this is all about a kind of psycho, I guess, who believes that he's ready to go back into society and he wants to help society instead of hurt them. So I haven't read the first volume yet, I really do want to, but I love binge reading series, and here is just a little sneak peek at the artwork. It is absolutely amazing. And then the other two graphic novels that I brought are part of a series. So I brought Walking Dead Volume 1 and Walking Dead Volume 2 because I have watched the TV show. I am all up to date and I am just completely surprised that I haven't read the graphic novel series yet. There's a lot. There's like 28 volumes, I think. That's a lot of money, but I really do want to read them. The artwork is black and white, so there's no colour at all. It's literally just black and white, and I am very, very excited to get around this amazing series because I absolutely love The Walking Dead. The next section is the manga series, so let me just go and get that huge pile over there. Oh, okay, here we are. These are them, I've got them, it's all good. Okay, so the first manga series, I guess, that I brought was oh wow, wrong way. Full Metal Alchemist Volume 1, 2 and 3, so it's the 3-in-1 edition. And if you saw my last book haul, you will know that I got the 3-in-1 edition that had volumes 7, 8 and 9, and I didn't have the first one. Now I can just read it because I love the anime so much, and I thought it was about time that I got the manga. Then I brought the first volume of One Punch Man. It recently came onto Netflix. I watched the anime and I absolutely loved it, and again I wanted to read the manga, and season 2 of One Punch Man is coming out this year and I am so excited because I just can't wait to see what happens next. Then I brought volumes 4 and volumes 5 of Blue Exorcist. This is one of my favourite animes of all time. I absolutely love the characters in this anime so much. I love the storyline, I love the adventures, I can't get enough, so I thought that I would buy the manga. I've read volumes 1 and 2 so far and I think they were very, very good. It's very similar to the anime, so I know what's going to happen, but it's just nice to read it in book format instead of watching it on the TV or laptop. Then I thought I would branch out. Well, I say branch out, I start a completely new different series, and that is Assassination Classroom. I haven't watched the anime for this, I probably should, but I haven't watched the anime, and I thought I'd go into the manga first and then watch the anime, so do things differently to what I normally do. So I got volumes 1 and volumes 2. I don't know when I'm going to get around to these because I do have obviously a lot of books to get around to. These are going to be put on the back burner for a bit, but I do really want to get around to them so I can watch the anime because I've heard that it's really, really good. And then the last manga that I brought is actually a series, and that is the Bleach series. I am currently watching this on Netflix. I'm halfway through season 2. I'm re-watching it. I've watched it once already, like all the seasons, and I'm kind of going through this anime re-watch at the moment. So I'm re-watching Bleach, so I am halfway through season 2. At the charity bookstore that I work at, they had all of the Bleach series apart from volumes 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I got volume 1, obviously, and then I got 7 through to 17, and then I put the other ones on hold. That's like 18 to 26, I think, or 27. And I know that there's loads of volumes out. There's like 50 or something. I don't know. It's gonna get expensive when I buy them all. But I really wanted them, so now I can proper binge read the whole series. I just need to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Nostalgia and Comics in Birmingham, where I get my manga from, they always have 3 for 2 on Viz Media manga. So I'm definitely gonna go there and get the books that I need so I can just read the series because it's so exciting. So yeah, I have 18 volumes of Bleach. Okay, so I'm gonna go on to the classics now. There's not that many, so I can fly through the classics. Okay, the classics that I brought were the Penguin edition thingies. I don't really know how to describe them, but I brought 3 more of the Penguin Modern. So I got The Legend of the Sleepers by Danilo Keys. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry. Fame by Andy Warhol, and Piers of the Homeless Night by Jack Kerouac. And then on to the Penguin Classics edition, which are also £1 each. The ones that I got was The Beautiful Cassandra by Jane Austen, The Telltale Heart by Edgar Allan Poe, and Alala by Robert Louis Stevenson. So these can be added to my Penguin Mini Classics editions row shelf that I have, and I'm very, very glad because they're gonna look so pretty on the bookshelf, and that makes me very, very happy. So the next section is the books that I have brought myself. This is where I really, really have to whiz through because there's like a lot, like massive piles. I told you it was going to be difficult. Where to start? Okay, so the first book that I brought was Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman. I have heard so many oh my god, books dropping. I've heard so many brilliant things about this book, and it was on buy one get one half price in Waterstone, so I was like, yes, I'm gonna get this. And look at the cover, it is so beautiful. It's about this guy who has like half Japanese heritage, and I'm all about that life. This is going to be very interesting to get around to. I love a good contemporary novel. They just make me so happy. Then obviously, because it was May, you can't go through May without buying Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli, which is a spin-off from Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I love the character of Leah so much, and I'm very, very happy that there is a whole book dedicated to her. I haven't read it yet, so no spoilers please, but yeah, this is going to be one of the books that I start once I finish one of the books I am currently reading. This is going to be my next one. Then we have The Smoke Thieves by Sally Green. This is just gorgeous. It's got these brilliant, beautiful purple spray painted pages. I've heard mixed reviews about this book. Some people said it's quite boring and like drags a lot, but then I've heard other people say that it's really good. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just gonna read it and see what I think, and if it's not very good, then at least I can unhaul it knowing that I've read it and I've tried it, I gave it a go and I didn't like it. Right, then I got a series that I was peer pressured to buy from the people in the book club that I go to, which I'm going to tonight, so they better not peer pressure me to buy more books. But it's a middle grade series that's humorous but also fantasy, and that is the Simply the Quest series by Maz Evans. So the first book is Simply the Quest, the second one is Who Let the Gods Out, and the fourth one is Beyond the Odyssey. These are like humorous books about the Greek gods, and 2 of the books have like this really cool lightning effect, but the new one doesn't, and that makes me really sad, but oh well. The spines match, so it's all good. So I'm not to be honest, I was peer pressured to buy them because all the people at my book club were like, oh my god, this series is so good and funny, and I was like, oh my god, that's cool. And then there I was with my card at the machine going, yep, I'll buy these, with I have no idea when I'm going to read them, but I have them and we'll see what happens. Then I bought A Skinful of Shadows by Frances Hardinge, and the pages are green and glorious. This is about, I think this is about like spirits and things like that. Oh, it says possession on the back. Ooh, okay, I'm sold, it's fine. I brought it because it was a pretty cover, but now I see that it's like spirits and possession and it said death. Interesting. This isn't on my immediate TBR pile, but I'm a mood reader, so if I fancy reading something, I'll read it. Like, I don't really have a set TBR, so I could start reading this tomorrow, I could start reading this next year, you never know. Then I brought The Wicked Deep by Shea Earnshaw, which I do actually have a review of on my website, so I will link that down below, along with obviously all the other reviews that I have of the books I'm showing you. I brought this because it was on buy one get one half price. It has a beautiful shiny cover, it's short, so it didn't take me long to read at all, and it's about spirits of 3 dead sisters who take over girls in the small town and kill boys. There we go. That's a very brief summary of the book for you. I don't know why I brought this book because I haven't read the series that this spins off from, but I brought The Becoming of Noah Shaw by Michelle Hodkin. I own the first Mara Dye book. I don't own the second one or third one. I haven't read the first book, so honestly I have no idea why I even brought this one, but it was in the charity bookshop that I work at for £1.50, and I just, yeah, it somehow ended up in my bag. This is just a book that I'm not going to get to for a very, very long time because I need to read the other series first before I start this one. Obviously, again, same with Leah on the Offbeat, you can't go through May without buying A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J Maas. This is a funny story. Well, it's not funny, but it's just ridiculous. I haven't read any of the Of Court and Thorns and Roses books. I haven't read 1, 2, 3, but I buy them because I know that I have the whole series. I can binge read them when I feel like it. At least I've got them. That's my thing. That's like my thought process for everything. At least I have them. So if I do want to decide to read them, at least I own them. At least I own this one, so I can read it once I've finished A Court of Thorns and Roses, whenever that will be. Another series that was in my charity bookstore was Alice by Christina Henry. So there was book 1, Alice, and book 2, Red Queen. I have actually been wanting to read these for a very long time, but I just never brought them for some reason. So now I have them. I will definitely end up reading them within the next few months. I'm not really like a huge fan of Alice in Wonderland. I like the story and I appreciate how good it is, but I'm not like obsessed with it. But I have a feeling these are going to be good because it's like a dark twist on Alice in Wonderland, which is very interesting. And the next book that I brought was Starry Eyes by Jen Bennett, who is the author of Alex Approximately and Night Owls. In America it's called The Anatomical Shape of a Heart, but it's called Night Owls in the UK, and I absolutely loved Night Owls so much. I gave it 5 out of 5. It's one of my favourite contemporaries of all time, so when I saw that Jen Bennett had a new book coming out, I just had to get it because her writing is beautiful, it's lyrical, and just, oh, I love it so much. So I can't wait to get around to this one. It's just gonna be so good. It's about like these group of friends who go camping and there's like twists and turns and stuff like that. So I'm so excited. I love having a new Jen Bennett book in my hand. Then I brought Nixia by Scott Reitgen. I don't know. There's like a second book coming out, I think, called Nixia Unleashed. So I thought I'd had to get the first book, so when I get the second book I can read like the whole series. So I love sci-fi stories, I love dystopian stories, so when they bunch them all together it just makes me so happy, and I know that I will probably really enjoy it. because I just love sci-fi spacey things. Then I brought Fire by Kristen Cashore, which is the second book in the Graceling trilogy. I am actually currently reading Bitter Blue, which is the third and final book, and I'm listening to an audiobook, and it's very good so far. I do have a review for Graceling, I do have a review for Fire as well, so again I will link those in the description box below. This was a quite enjoyable read, if I do say so myself. Definitely check out the Graceling series. I do enjoy them. It's like you have Graceling and then Fire is a companion novel to Graceling, and then you have Bitter Blue, which is like the sequel to Graceling. It's a bit confusing, but basically all three books follow three different protagonists, and then there's characters from Bitter Blue that are in Graceling, and a couple of characters are in Fire that are in Graceling and Bitter Blue. So it's like, you'll see, they like interconnect, and it's fun to see that, and it makes me happy. So definitely check out the Graceling series. And I think this is the last paperback that I brought, but that is Extinct by R.R. Haywood, and this is the third book in the Extracted trilogy, and it's so floppy and it makes me happy. I haven't read books 1 or 2 yet, but I have no excuse. I'm just going to keep repeating myself in this video by saying like, oh, but I will get to them soon, or yeah, at least I can binge read the series. Look, my TBR pile is 300 books long. I'm not even joking. It's 300 and something books long. I have a lot of books to get round to and a lot of books to read. So it's going to get repetitive when I say I haven't read this series yet. But I haven't read this series yet. But at least I have the 3 books, and it's a sci-fi book. It's set in space. It's about human extinction. And those are things that I absolutely love reading about. Okay, this is the start of my hardback collection books that I have brought over May. And the first one is City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. And look at these end pages. Look how beautiful they are. Oh my god, it gives me life. And Naked, it is plain blue. I generally have no idea what this book is about. I just realised it had a very pretty cover, and it is a fantasy, and it is set in Egypt, and that is something that I am very interested in, and it's just very, very beautiful. If you can't tell already, I buy a lot of books because of their cover, and I don't know what they're on about. Well, the second hardcover that I brought was The Fairies of Dreamdark Blackbringer by Laini Taylor, and I think this was her first ever book that Laini Taylor wrote. I'm not 100% sure. I got this from Abe Books. It is an ex-library edition, and it did come with like the library book cover protector thing, but I just took that off. And you can't find the second book, Silk Singer, anywhere. Like, it's on audiobook, but it costs a lot of money, and then if you want it in paperback, it also costs a shit ton of money, and it's because it's out of print, and that makes me so sad. Because what about if I really enjoy this book and I just don't know what happens next, and I will never find out what happens next because the book is so bloody expensive. Then I brought The Surface Breaks by Louise O'Neill, which is a retelling of The Little Mermaid. Wait for it. Look at this book, Naked. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. It's just mermaid scales, and it's so pretty, and I love The Little Mermaid, so I can't wait to read Louise O'Neill's reimagining of it. And just having a hardcover that beautiful just gives me even more incentive to read the book. Then this is another beautiful Naked book, but the book is Ship It by Britta London, and this has a bisexual romance in here, and this is it naked. Are you ready? Look, it has cartoons all the way around and drawings and just nerdy people. Oh my god, it is absolutely amazing. When I first opened it up and I took off the dust jacket, I was just in awe of how gorgeous this is. It's so pretty, and those are our two main characters there. This is just going to be So good. Because I love this book so much, I have like 1,000 copies of it. I have the UK edition, I have the UK paperbacks edition, and now I have the US edition of Coraval by Stephanie Garber. Why did I buy the US cover? I don't know. I love this book so much. Naked, it has like a cute little teardrop on. The English covers Naked are so much better because they have like really big gold foiling on the front cover. I love Coraval so much. It's like one of my favourite books ever. It just makes me happy to have both the English and the American copy. Look at the chapter pages, aren't they so cute? Oh my god, it just makes me so happy. Yes, I have also ordered, and I have the US cover of Legendary, but that will be in my June book haul because I got it in June, obviously. Then I brought a massive book. It is huge, and that is The Queens of Innis Lear by Tessa Grattan. And this is like not a reimagining, but it's inspired by King Lear by William Shakespeare. Oh my god, the cover is just so shiny and gorgeous. That's the spine there. And Naked, I don't know what it looks like. I haven't seen it naked yet. It's black and it obviously has this gorgeous gold spine. This is just such a hefty book. Oh my life, it is huge. How many pages are in here? Do I even want to know? 568. Big fantasy book. Then I brought Only Human by Sylvain Nouvel, which is the third and final book in the Themis Files series, trilogy even, and it's about aliens and just government secrets, and it's just brilliant. And the UK covers are absolutely gorgeous. Naked, it is black underneath, and I love these books so much. I feel like I need to reread the second one before I read Only Human because it's just been so long since I read Waking Gods, but I am very excited to jump into this because I love the characters so much and the plot is so enticing and adventurous, and it's amazing. So definitely can't wait to get around to this one. The next one that I have is Warcross by Marie Lu. I saw that Wildcard is coming out in September, I think, or October in the UK, and I thought, oh my god, that's just completely reminded me that I don't own Warcross, so I just brought it on Amazon Prime. And if you haven't seen this already, the UK version of Warcross Naked looks like this. I mean, how can you not just buy it for this beautiful nakedness? I don't know. It sounds like a really good book as well, but it's just beautiful, so it just, yeah. I had more of a reason to buy it than I already did. And it does feel like it's inspired by Ready Player One with the whole game scenario and virtual reality kind of thing. The next ones that I brought is actually a series, and a series that I listened to on audiobook, but I loved the audiobooks so much that I brought the physical copies, and that is The Remnant Chronicles. So the first book is The Kiss of Deception, the second book is The Heart of Betrayal, and the third book is The Beauty of Darkness, and these are by Mary E. Pearson. And the third book, A Beauty of Darkness, is 679 pages long, and on audiobook it was 18 hours, which was insane, but it went by so quick because all of these books are so good. I love this series so much. It has become one of I nearly just decapitated myself with the book, but it's become one of my favourite fantasy series of all time because I absolutely love Mary E. Pearson's writing. I love the storyline, I love the characters, I love everything about these books, and if you haven't read them already, I thoroughly urge you to read them because you will not be disappointed. I swear you will not be disappointed. The penultimate book that I brought in May was Isle of Blood and Stone by Mikia Lucia. This is a very shiny cover and it's just gorgeous. It has like this dragon on it. Naked, it is like a sea greeny blue. It's got romance, schemes, battle, adventures, just everything you could want in a fantasy, and this is actually very high on my TBR list, so this is one that I'm going to be getting around to very, very soon, maybe in the next month or so. And the last book that I brought in May, yes, we are finally near the end, was The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton, and it's got a map as the end pages, and naked it is red with just obviously the title on the spine. And this is about a girl who just dies like over and over again, so just think Groundhog Day but murder, and people trying to find out what's happening and why does she keep dying over and over again. And this cover is so nice as well. This is the last book that I brought in May. So the last section is books from book subscription boxes that I'm going to get now. Okay, so in the month of May we actually received 2 Fairy Loot boxes because the April box was late to be sent out. So the book that was in the April box was Beyond a Darkened Shore by Jessica Leake, and this has exclusive foiling on the front cover, and naked it is black. And the second book, which is the May Fairy Loot book, was Onyx and Ivory by Mindy Arnott, and it had exclusive black spray painted pages which I think are absolutely gorgeous. And naked, this is white with obviously gold lettering down the side. That is everything. Those are all the books that I brought in May. It's just been a lot. It's been just, yeah, I brought books to make me feel better because May was a very stressful month for me, so I brought a lot of books to make myself happy, which I probably shouldn't do, but it happened, oh well. So yeah, I just need to find space for these now, which is going to be absolutely impossible. Thank you guys for watching my May book haul. I know it took a very long time. I'm gonna have a lot of trouble trying to edit this down to a reasonable amount of time, but yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video whenever that is, because obviously life and stress. So yeah, I will see you in my next video. Bye!